Welcome back to the Steuber Classic U.S. Rules Tournament in February 2022. It's at the NCC in West Palm Beach. We've already put up championship flight games from this tournament, but in response to a request for more basic material, we're going to pull some first and second flight games out of the archives and see how normal humans play American rules croquet. This is first flight block play. Stuart Price coming in with blue is from Tulsa, Oklahoma. His handicap now is 3.5. He had a good year in 2022, but I think it was 4 when this tournament was played. His opponent, Randy Reid, there on the left, plays at the NCC, and his handicap now is 3.0. I don't know what it was when this tournament was played. Didn't look like Stuart meant to jaws blue, but that's not a bad outcome, and it's a good way to test another player if you don't know what they're capable of. Red has a number of choices: a clean jump shot, a drag roll that puts both red and blue in the game, or cozy up behind blue so it can't come in hard and have an effective continuation shot. So he managed the drag roll, but blue didn't come in far enough to be useful. He can't set up at hoop 2 because black will then just come in and roquet blue and get a 3-ball break going. He's going to corner 2, which most people do because it's close to hoop 2, but in an aggressive game, he'd be better off at corner 1 or corner 4 because now black can do a croquet out to red and get a break going for blue. And only a nice long shot through hoop 1 by yellow will mess that up. Black's going to try a jump shot because he wants to avoid a dead ball fault if he hits blue and doesn't make the hoop. But all he has to do is have blue marked and lifted, make the hoop with a standard shot, and then put it back. Balls in and out of the game are dead on each other, so they can always avoid a dead ball fault by having the other ball marked and lifted. The front of the yellow ball goes 36 inches from the hoop, so measuring at an angle like that isn't really kosher. Doesn't make a big difference, though. So yellow and black get to play the out game while blue and red contest hoop 2. Putting blue where it has a shot on red should it try to set up for hoop 2. Red passed. Stuart Price is a very generous backer of croquet in Tulsa, and his contribution to this YouTube channel is making posting these games from the Steuber possible, and I appreciate that sponsorship along with the USCA, of course. We are the official YouTube channel of the USCA now. He's trying to get wired from red and have a hoop shot on 2 at the same time. A lot of folks wouldn't even bother. Just give red the ties. Let him shoot at blue, because even if he hits blue, unless red's capable of a multiple hoop 2-ball break, black's about to come in and can take advantage of whatever Deadness red picks up. So blue and black are both in the game now, thanks to red and yellow. And Randy rightly takes responsibility for the black clip because he's now responsible for black's position as well.
Coming your way, Linda.
He's going to give black a rush on blue to hoop two, which he was planning to do when he made that hoop, I think. He's got to make sure that red only has a single ball target. Another good choice would be to put blue on the east boundary, guarding red's shot on black, and then let black come to blue, giving blue a line rush to hoop four. If this is a double target, then this shot by red makes sense. An alternative would have been to send red to yellow, which would have forced black to go move it and maybe try to build a break off of it and maybe get a bunch of deadness. And now Stuart can change targets and go to hoop four. In fact, he could roquet blue, do a really thick takeoff going to hoop four with black and putting blue next to red, building a 3-ball break for red. But that entails some partner deadness. and what he's doing is a lot simpler. Another near miss at a double target. And now that all the balls are in the game, we'll put up the Deadness board, which is standard except for the addition of clip position in column 2. Since red and yellow are both for hoop 2, this is probably safe. It lets him get black out of bounds before they can come get him. Paul Neubecker is your able videographer. This is a really good shot by Randy, illustrating why I keep saying that rushes are the most important shot in croquet, both American rules and AC. He's looking up at the blue ball at hoop 4, and he's going to set up to go get it after he makes 2. Where the black balls sell out on the lawn, this would be a no-brainer. What he's doing would be exactly right. You rush to those 2 balls up there, use one of them to get in position behind the other, and get a 4-ball break going. But with only 1 ball accessible, this is very aggressive. Most people would have saved this attack for later in the game when you were desperate. A hard cut shot, probably the most common cause of a short missed Croquet. If you've watched our other videos, you've heard me kvetch about this 100 times. He's going to use a little roll shot here because he has a feeling it's more precise. He'd be better off just to do a little tap, stand up, do a little tap, stop or drive shot, and then he'd be in perfect position for the hoop, and red would be further down, so he might be able to keep going. A lot of folks here would have put blue in corner 1 and had black join up, and they could easily attack hoop 6 or hoop 2 from that position. Roqueting the danger ball in this situation a lot of times just means taking on deadness for no advantage gained. He may be looking here to wire blue from red. Because yellow is dead on red, blue has what Bob and Ted call deadness rotation. Red's too far away from yellow to do anything about this, and yellow won't be able to come get blue because it's dead on red. Good position for black. He's for hoop 2. And he can harass red's attempt to make hoop 2. And he can put it close because yellow can't do a croquet out where he would put red out of bounds next to black and go to the hoop because yellow's dead on red. He wants to harass hoop 2, but you could make an argument that he could have done that more effectively by joining up with black. Yellow's dead on partners, so they weren't going to attack. And that would have let black take advantage of whatever happened. In championship flight, you don't see double bankers get in each other's way very often. Not so in first flight. Ooh, best not to count on that happening very often. Now, black has a 3-ball break, 4 if he wants it. Not because blue joined up, but because red gave it to him. So he could kick red out in the middle, go pick up blue off the boundary, and get his 4-ball break going. I really think that would be the number one option. He's going to give the break to blue, which is okay, but then when blue makes one back, yellow gets the one back clearance. And black can make a lot more hoops than blue can. Stewart's playing an Oakley Predator. I've got a couple of those. Really good mallet. I'm pretty sure Randy's playing the same one. Don Oakley provides a full range of croquet equipment for all levels. And no, he's not a sponsor, but I may try to get him to sign up one of these days. He's going to try a long, difficult roll shot, I think, trying to get clean at hoop 3. But a better choice would be just a big, strong stop shot right here. Put yellow up by hoop 4 someplace, and then hide black behind one back, both to give blue a pioneer at one back and to force yellow to shoot at blue, which is the boundary ball. So he got lucky and didn't go out, but because yellow was out by the peg someplace, he can't really go to one back or two back, which would facilitate blue's break, so he's going to stay over in corner 3 and play it safe.
That's right.
Yes.
You see that? That blue clip goes on 2 back. It never became an issue, though. I don't know how he figured it out, but he did, and he changed it a turn or two later. And just to make things more interesting, yellow played next, which is out of turn. And then blue played again, which condones yellow's out of turn. So there's no penalty, and nobody ever noticed. Because there's no penalty, any player, board keeper, timekeeper, or referee is obliged to intervene if they notice that somebody's about to hit a wrong ball, like when Randy hit yellow, or the misplaced clip for that matter. Tournament director can appoint anybody else to do the same thing if he wants to. And we're going to start getting the tournament director to appoint our videographer to allow them to intervene when an error in play occurs that does not involve a penalty. There's a list of those conditions in section 13.3 in the rule book that is worth committing to memory. Stewart's getting out of dodge with black because yellow, which is 4 hoop 3, has a rush on red to corner 3, and yellow took the 1 back clearance of its deadness on red. Red is blue's danger ball, and black is dead on yellow. So if he hits red, he can't really do much with it except bust up this cozy situation yellow and red have. And since black's dead on yellow, if he roquets red, the only way he's going to make the hoop is to cannon yellow out of it with red, and that's going to be hard. But he still wants to break up this possible rush up court for yellow. There would have been some interesting possibilities had blue gone to black out of corner 3 instead of shooting at red. And now yellow has the makings of a 3-ball break because blue is up there within shouting distance of hoop 5. He should be able to get to hoop 4 out of this. Another really nice rush by Randy Reid. This time from further away, demonstrating again that the rush can be the most important shot in croquet. Jeff Sue suggests that if you want to practice shots where you have to hit the ball hard, like long roquets, try long rushes to specific targets instead. It'll ingrain the same accuracy, and you won't have to spend half your time walking into the next county. Randy's setup here illustrates why you should practice 3-ball breaks if you're going to practice breaks, which of course you should. You can master a 4-ball break pretty quickly, but you're going to have to do a 3-ball break for several hoops to pick up that 4th ball most of the time. In an AC, a peeling break is just a 3-ball break with the peels thrown in. Red's going to be his one-back pioneer, and if he's going to stick with a 3-ball break, then Red needs to go about where Linda's blue stripe ball is, so that when he makes the turn at 6, he can stop shot blue to 2 back and get a nice rush on his one-back pioneer. If he plans to pick up black off the north boundary, though, then Red should go maybe about there. Let's see what he's got in mind. And picking up black is what he should do, because black is the ball that Red is going to need when he finishes this break. He's going to hit a roll shot here, and you may have heard me say 100 times the driver stop shot works better because it would have put blue beyond the hoop, whichever plan he decided to follow. Now he's pretty much stuck sticking with a 3-ball break. And you can see why Red should have been a little south and a little east of 1 back, not north of 1 back. Now he has to rush his pioneer. Bob and Ted suggest you not do that unless you have to. It can certainly work, but it means this long takeoff has to be pretty accurate. Race ipsa loquitur. But not so bad. He made 4 hoops, pulled to within 1, and he's only dead on opponent. Now, blue obviously can't set up at its hoop 2 back because Red then just gives yellow the rush to 1 back, and he's got his 3-ball break back. So he's going to join up. Randy doesn't want to leave Red on the lawn giving yellow a rush to 1 back because black could then roquet blue and easily attack. But if I were he, I would have put Red over in corner 2 because he's going to put it up by 2 back, which will let a player like Danny Honeycutt or Matthew Essig. Roquet blue with black and do a croquet out to red.
Dead on black.
Probably not going to happen in first flight, but it's something to know about. And if Stuart would have been better off to put black on the other side of blue so that yellow couldn't shoot at it, because yellow's dead on blue. We didn't catch it on camera, but he just nicked black. Now he's going to send black, which is the spent ball, to red, and red can use it or not, depending on what opportunity he has in terms of pioneers at 3. Unfortunately, black went out, so he can't set up from 1 back like he wanted to. Nor can he send yellow to hoop 3, which he might have thought about doing. Blue's lurking at hoop 3 notwithstanding. Stewart's pretty good at taking advantage of opponent deadness. Yellow's dead on blue, so now yellow can't set up for its 1 back hoop. And it doesn't look like yellow has a legitimate hoop shot, so it can't call first block either if blue's in its way. Looks like red's the victim of roll off in a corner here. He could, though, have made something out of this. If he'd hit black, he had these 2 balls together at 1 back, which would have let him get a rush over to 3 and get something going. And now black has the same situation, except black is dead on yellow, so he'll have more trouble building a break out of it if he hits red. He hit it so gently trying to avoid the roll-off that he didn't even get there. He could have sent red to 2 back and then black to blue, though, because yellow is dead on black and blue. They're duking it out, exchanging lost opportunities. Now yellow has his pioneer at hoop 3, and he has a rush on black, so he can get up court pretty far before he has to go to yellow. We get a cameo here from Leo McBride, the Canadian who was the best player in North America for a while, 15 or 20 years ago.
Originally Buffalo, but
he joined the USCA in 1998. His current handicap's -2.5. Oh, Josh is the man. Another really good shot from Randy Reid. unfortunate outcome, but I think yellow has a rush on red to one back, so he may escape. Because red and yellow are both dead on black, Stewart's going to mess with them, but you could make the argument that he should just go to blue, because unless he hits red, he's going to have trouble keeping yellow from getting its rush to one back here. I wonder whether his fondness for taking advantage of opponent deadness is leading him to make the right choice here. A third really good rush by Randy Reid. But it's amazing in this game how a really spectacular shot is sometimes followed by a really awful shot. Was that regression to the mean, failure to focus, or was he just trying to make a controlled hoop so he'd have a rush on red back to hoop 3? Only Randy knows. Whatever the reason, it's a great opportunity for one back taxi. Blue can hit black. If he'd hit black, he could have taken off to one back, rushed yellow all the way down to two back, cleared black, and got a break going. But he has no obligation to entertain me, so he's setting up black at hoop 3 instead. He's only live on blue. I guess he can see it. There's a player who knows the rules. He came over before he took that shot and marked the ball that he was dead on, so that if he committed a dead ball fault, he could put it back where it belonged. So Stewart has a one hoop lead. He wants to make that hoop and then either go move yellow or maybe give blue to red and send black to two back, but yellow's in position to make a mess of that. So let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Choices. Give blue a rush on black to two back. It's a long way away. Or put blue within easy striking distance of red. And then take black to two back, but he's going to have to move yellow first if he wants to do that. I'm sure he's already realized that he got dead on red unnecessarily, because he could have done this takeoff from blue even more easily and still left blue in striking distance of red.
Slow down. Ah! 44 seconds.
So a 2-hoop lead with 24 seconds. And this is a case of why do it the easy way when the hard way is way more fun?
Pop, go the weasel. Thank you, Reid.
Good hit.
So, yellow's free ball.
And here, I would have just done the thick takeoff, making sure yellow went wide enough not to have a hoop shot, making it easier to get black in position at 2 back for blue. Because black is going to be the first ball in the last turns. Now, blue and black are up by 2, but blue's not the last ball in the last turn, so it is allowed to score more hoops. He could easily have just parked black in front of 2 back because yellow's 3-ball dead. And in a tight block play contest where net points is the tiebreaker, that's what he would have done. But this is safer just in case blue knocks red out of bounds and then red gets something going at hoop 3. And now with no 2-back pioneer, there's no reason for blue to take the risk of trying to roquet red on the boundary. And in fact, since they're not responsible for red, instead of shooting at the middle of the boundary, I would have put it over around hoop 2 so that he had a chance of wiring red from blue by a combination of hoop 3 and hoop 2. In the last gasp, it's amazing how often this works. But if he hits it and doesn't knock it out, he's going to have to take off back to hoop 3 from there. Oh my goodness. These guys aren't going to be in first flight for long. Stuart Price over Randy Reid, 10-8. They both finished in the middle of the pack. So give us a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. There'll be more first and second flight games from the Steuber coming up.